Hello everyone, I am Engineer Kamran Khan and you are watching my YouTube channel Learners of Civil Engineering. So today we will be discussing about the quotation of a geotechnical investigation. Okay, let's suppose a client approached us and he want to have the geotechnical investigation for his site. Okay, so how we will give him the quotation. Okay, so in this particular Excel file I will discuss with you a typical format which you can easily use at your site, in your office. Okay, for giving it to any client for the purpose of geotechnical investigation of his site. So first of all, at the top you will be having your name, your firm name. Like the firm name of mine is Geotechnical, Khyber Geotechnical Services. Okay, that is the logo of my firm KGS. Okay, so over here I will write tentative what? Tentative cost. Okay, what does that mean? Tentative cost. Tentative cost means provisional cost, something that which is not fixed. Let's suppose if any deviation on the scope of work will come on site, so then this cost will also be revised. So far we are naming this as the tentative cost. Now geotechnical investigation required for, over here I will just write that the geotechnical investigation is required for which site. So the name of the site is construction of a two-story school building. Okay, for the two-story school building we are supposed to have the geotechnical investigation. Now person over here, then we will write person or department requiring a test, that which person is in need of the geotechnical investigation. So let's suppose the name of that guy which is in demand of the geotechnical investigation for his site is engineer Mushtaq Khan. Now where this project is located, over here it will be mentioned. Let's suppose if it is located in Mardan, KBK, then the date upon which this geotechnical investigation quotation will be given to a consult to a client is mentioned over here. Then we will start this table. Okay, it is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns. The first column is the serial number. We will number each and every activity over here. Then this column is the description of the activity. This column will consist the unit weight of the activity. This column will consist the unit, this is the unit and this is the unit rate of the activity in Pakistani rupees. Over here the quantity of each item activity will be mentioned, and that is the amount of the activity. This amount will be calculated by multiplying the quantity with the unit rate. Okay, by using this formula like this, you can see this cell is having a formula which will multiply this quantity with that unit rate. Okay, so the first activity that you will mention inside your quotation will be the mobilization and demobilization. Okay, what? Mobilization and demobilization. Because first of all you will reach to your site, you will have to fix some temporary tents or shed for your work. Okay, and then after completing your work you will have to demobilize the site and you will start towards your office. So this process is known as mobilization and demobilization. It will consist some food cost as well, some rents as well, if you will have to just stay for night at some restaurants or guest house, etc. Then mobilization and demobilization, it is a job. It is not having any physical unit like cubic meter or CFT, etc. It is a job, because in this you will have to go towards site and you will have to live in the site. For that, let's suppose we will charge the client as 8,000. Okay, for each and every site this rate will be different. If the site is near to you, to your office, then this cost will be less, and if let's suppose the site is more if the site located is away, is much away from your office, then this cost will be more. Then how much is the quantity? Only one time this job will be performed, so the quantity is one. Then multiplying 8,000 with one, you will have to get 8,000. Okay. Then the second activity is drilling of boreholes, preparation of bore locks, etc. 6 meter, comma 6 meter. Now in this item, we are telling the consultant that we will dig two holes, two bore holes at your site. The depth of each borehole is 6 meter. Okay, so these are like two number of boreholes. Okay, and then after collecting samples from your boreholes, okay, and doing SPT, we will prepare what? We will prepare bore logs. Okay, so bore log is basically that diagram or figure which gives us information about the different stratas of a borehole. Okay, that like in each and every meter, what is the value of the standard penetration test, and which type of soil is encountered from the borehole. Again, this is related with the length, because we are going down inside the subsoil, so the quantity, the unit is a meter. Okay, and each meter we will be drilling on a rate of 1500. These are just the typical cost. Okay, these are just not the benchmark cost. And the quantity is 12, because two boreholes, in each borehole is a 6 meter in depth, so 6 plus 6 is a 12. Then multiplying 12 with 15, you will be getting 18,000. Then the third activity that which will be performed is a standard penetration test, SPT, in the field, each at a 2 meter depth. At each 2 meter depth, we will do what? A standard penetration test. This is an example of an in situ test. Okay, this is again job. It is not having any unit, it is a job. Okay, and the cost is, let's suppose for example it is 800. Okay, so now at each 2 meter depth, and the total depth is a 12 meter, so the number of SPT tests is a 6. Okay, then multiplying 800 by 6, you will have to get 400 and 8,000, sorry, 4,800. Then collection of undisturbed shell by tube samples from borehole. Then at each 2 meter depth, where we will be doing the SPT test, we will also collect the undisturbed shell by tube samples. Okay, shell by tubes are thin walled tubes, the area ratio of which will be less than 10%, and the sample collecting the samples collected where the shell well tubes will be designated as undisturbed samples, and the samples collected from the SPT split spoon samplers will be known as disturbed samples. Okay, so each this is again an example of a job, and this each job will be performed at 400 pkr. Then the total undisturbed samples that will be collected at each SPT test location is again the same, because the SPT tests are same, and this is the total amount. Then moisture content determination, as we have collected 6 undisturbed sample, upon which we will have to do what? You will have to perform the moisture content determination. So again, this is a job, and the cost of which is 400, and the total number of samples are 6. So this is the cost. Then bulk unit weight determination, for each undisturbed shell by 2 samples, you will have to find what? You will have to find its a bulk unit weight at this rate, and this is the total number of samples, so this is the cost. Okay, then liquid limit and plastic limit test / grain size analysis. Okay, then unconfined direct shear test. Now what is the meaning of / okay, the meaning is, let's suppose the samples collected from field are clay soil or silty soil, then the Atterberg limits test will be performed along with the unconfined test. Okay, And let's suppose if the samples collected from field are sandy or gravelly soil, then the grain size analysis and the Richter test will be performed instead of the Atterberg limit and the unconfined test. Okay, so again these are examples of a job, and the cost of each job is 1200. The samples recovered from field are 6 in number, so that is the cost for each 7200. Then a report will be furnished to the client, which is known as a bearing capacity report. Okay, in which the results of all these tests will be given, and also a recommendation for foundation and bearing capacity is given inside this report. So this is again a job. Okay, and this job will be, let's suppose, performed on 5000 rupees, and this is like a single job, so the quantity is one, and that is the corresponding cost. Okay, so now the total cost will be the summation of above all activities. Okay, from serial number 1 to serial number 9, and the total cost of that geotechnical investigation is how much? 57,400 Pakistani rupees. At the end, this report will be signed by a testing officer or a geotechnical advisor, which will basically give this quotation to the client. So this is all about giving a typical geotechnical investigation quotation. I hope this video was useful for you. If you are in need of some more information related with the geotechnical investigation quotation, so kindly comment in the comment box. I will try my best to answer. Kindly like, share, and subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that the recommendation for any future videos will come towards you on time. Stay blessed and take care.